Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm just out here cutting the grass, trying to beat the rain. We've had our Kubota B2650 for about 2 weeks now. I put about 5 hours on it, and I thought I would give you guys just some first impressions. This isn't by any means a review, just how we feel about the tractor so far. And so far we love it. It's a great tractor. It's super comfortable, really easy to drive, easy to operate. The cab with heat and AC is super nice. It's like 32 degrees and 80% humidity right now when I'm cutting the grass. It's a really well-built tractor, which I didn't expect anything different from Kubota. We had a Kubota B2650 before this, or sorry, 2370 before we bought this tractor, and it was a great tractor too. We had it for about 5 years and never had a single issue with it. The biggest concern I had with this tractor was we're still living at our current home, and we only have about an acre of grass to cut. I was really worried it was going to be too big to cut grass, but it turns out this machine is actually very nimble. It has a really tight turning radius, arguably better than the turning radius of the Kubota BX. I don't know if it's because of the design of the front axle. It has a much better ride than the BX did, but it's going to with the larger tires and everything like that. It's quiet. I think that mostly has to do with the cab. Kind of blocks out a lot of the engine noise, but at the same time it seems to amplify the hydrostatic noise a little bit. It's really not a big deal. I don't mind it. It might show up a lot in the video. That's why I have the external microphone on. That way there you can hear my voice better than you can hear the tractor. A few things I don't like about it are the fact that the hydrostat is quite loud. Now I don't know if it's louder than my BX was, or if it just seems like it because of the cab. Before with the BX, all you would hear is motor noise, and now all you hear is hydrostatic noise. So I think it might just be that the cab kind of amplifies it a little bit, or muffles out the engine noise. Another thing I'm not a huge fan of was the seat switch. We've already had to change the seat switch out. You can check that out. I did a video on it. The new seat switch seems to be working all right, but to me that's not really something that should fail that easily. Kind of a poor design, I suppose. And another thing I was pretty surprised by, this machine was used for snow removal, and it's already got quite a bit of rust starting to show. For a machine that's only 2 years old, I wouldn't have expected that. So that'll be something we address in the future, is cleaning up some of the rust, maybe applying some fresh paint to it, and then I'll begin to oil spray it after that so that it doesn't rust anymore. The air condition works fantastic. There were some guys online that were saying when you're using a belly mower or a large implement that it can be underpowered with the air condition running. I haven't noticed that at all. It may be different if you have large hills that you're working on and stuff like that. Our ground's pretty well flat for the most part. We went with the with the B2650 because we wanted to avoid the having a DPF. To me, it was more important to have a tractor with no DPF than it was to have a machine with a few more horsepower. I won't be doing anything that requires huge horsepower anyway. And even using the box scraper on this, it runs out of traction long before it ever runs out of horsepower. And I've read nothing but bad things about the DPF system on the B3350, which is the larger machine than this. Or sorry, it's a more horsepower. The frame and everything is all the same. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting the grass. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you want to know anything else about the machine, I'd be glad to tell you everything I know. Just drop something down in the comments. I'll be sure to reply to all the comments. I got no reason not to. There's not too many people commenting or subscribing yet. We're a pretty new channel. So I'll be sure to engage with all of you guys and girls and make sure that I answer any questions you guys may have about the tractor or anything else for that matter. If you liked the video, if it had any useful information to you, drop a like. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll be posting videos once or twice a week on anything from tractor related stuff to homestead related stuff to stuff related to our house build, which hopefully will be started in the next few months. We're just waiting on the loggers to finish and on a few other details before we can break ground on the house. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.